beautiful souls. I am just brimming with joy right now. Taking my own medicine and being in the moment, and boy is it working. I'm here in New Mexico. Just entered the state about 30 miles, 20 miles ago, 10 miles. Actually, it wasn't that long. And yeah, grateful to be here now, in the present moment, and just continuing on that thread of like what I'm stepping into this, like really moving into this, just being present in every moment. Just the magic of it is how we get to enjoy our own avatar and our own like beingness when we're really present and aware. It's like we're performers performing for our own selves. Can you feel that? Can you like get a sense of that? It's like these avatars that we embody during the course of a human lifespan. It's like we're just playing, we're just consciousness playing with itself. It's so fun. And so I'm about an hour from Roswell. I'm gonna stop and get a cup of coffee there, which means I'm about 10 hours. Well, 10 hours by Google Maps is more like, it's more than that for me because I drive 57 miles an hour. And that was something that came to mind to share with you all as I'm setting my cruise control at 57. And people are passing me. I was like, I just have to say hi to my friends, my digital, through the digital portal that we connect, this group of friends. And even though many of us have never met in person, I've seen some of you in the comments, and that's so fun. Thank you for speaking up and joining me in with your verbal, written, I suppose, but it's a form of verbal expression to write. Thank you for like saying hi, and like it doesn't even matter what you say. I'm always happy to engage. There have actually been a couple of trolls, but I like just love them into their sparkly elven fairy selves, and it's like being a troll is just playing a character for fun at the end of the day. You're like, oh, you cute little troll, you're so adorable, let me love you, let me just shower you with love because you need it more than anyone. So any trolls out there, I love you, you're so beautiful, you're still sparkly pixels of light. Isn't that amazing? All of it is just energy, all of it's just sparkly pixels of light, and we can remember that. And deeper than that, we can remember that it's all us, it's one consciousness, one pure single consciousness. And there's about, 4 cars just piled up behind me because they can't pass yet, and I'm going 57, but then I've really been stepping into this of like, you know what? I have a right to go 57, and I'm getting really good miles per gallon, and I'm so comfortable with that. And during this moment, I'm assisting all those people behind me to get the best possible miles per gallon. Now, I'm gonna have to write this out and look up the formula for you all during a later episode, and this will probably be short because I again get an arm workout and I have to keep shifting from arm to arm to make sure my workout is even, but also just because my arms get tired. 57 miles per hour. So when you look at the physics formula, maybe someone can look it up. You don't even need to wait for me to do it for sure. Anyone watching this could just look it up. But it has to do with acceleration and velocity and momentum. And there's this sweet little formula, and I really, I've never forgotten this since doing this calculation myself in class and seeing it with my own eyes. It's really stuck in my mind. and it's really like when you go past 57 miles per hour based on, okay, gravity is in there too, the Earth's gravity, acceleration, momentum, velocity. Look for a formula that ties all those together and you can find it, because when we go 57, it's like this optimum speed, and lower or higher than that, and especially when you go faster than that, it takes like more and more energy to increase your speed. But again, based on the way Earth's gravity is. So this is specific to Earth. I guess every planet would have a different number for it, depending on the gravity. So yeah, I like to go 57, set it at 57. I'm getting about 18.5 miles per gallon with this vehicle, but if I was going faster than 57, it would be a lot less. I was already a little disappointed. I thought that this car got like 22. And when it was like so thirsty, it's like, feed me, I'm hungry again. And I'm like, you're hungry again? What? I just fed you. I got a little bit concerned, but I was talking to my dad, who's cared for the car, this sweet little silver vessel, and he said, no, it's fine. It's just, I realized I was used to the van, and that has like a big tank, so the needle just goes down more slowly. And that actually gets, I can get at least, I've gotten 24, I know, miles to the gallon with that vehicle. So I think that big van actually gets better fuel economy than this smaller vessel, but you know, it's everything is perfect. This vehicle's perfect the way it is. I love it the way it is. Once it gets out to Sedona, it'll probably be, you know, staying there for a while and not really going on big road trips like this. So I get to really connect with this beautiful little car, and yeah, 57 miles per gallon. I mean, 57 miles per hour, maximum miles per gallon. I'm a little tired. I did not sleep that well last night. It was kind of a bright spot with a lot of lights, and I didn't do the best job choosing, but I was also just really tired. And I also had a lot of lucid dreams last night. I was lucid dreaming with Elon Musk, of all people. But we were like driving up this like hillside, like, yeah, really, really steep. And I know there was a lot more to it, but I forgot to, like, when you wake up from your dreams, if you like pause and try to like remember it in that moment, it's much easier. So anyway, I don't really have that much to share with you all. I'm actually about ready to arrive in Roswell. So I would like to do a video from there and just show some fun stuff, maybe just walk around the town or something. So yeah, I'll go grab a coffee. I guess this is a little short. I don't really have much to say, but I'm just, my smile, you know, this happens to me when I go through Nevada. Maybe this is just my life now, permanently. What if it's that? That's kind of great, huh? I know we don't always feel like being happy. I mean, it's like, we don't always feel like smiling, but like, it's kind of a nice default. And I'm actually like, you know, there's part of me that's like, what's this episode about? And I'm like, it's about being joyful in the moment, like whenever we want to, and knowing that like, we don't always want to, we don't always choose to. There's a whole range of emotions that we want to experience. But I really feel like joy and feeling like this is a beautiful world, and I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful to be here now in this moment, wherever I am and whatever I'm doing. It's like, it's just a really nice default. And I feel like that's actually a great thing to share with you all. So it's sort of that logical, you know, scientific, what's the topic of the day? And yes, I did have a topic to share, logical mind, that there's physics behind why 57 is the most optimal miles per gallon that you can get. But yeah, the logical mind and the creative mind, finding the balance between the two and harmonizing sort of this left and right brain, masculine and feminine energies within, to be like a more whole person. For too much in the logic brain, it's like a machine and Borg, very Borg-like. If you ever watched Star Trek, that's the artificial intelligence that wants to enslave civilizations, called the Borg. So when we're in our left brain, yeah, it's like logic, and logic can be fun, and logic is great, and it's a useful tool. But it's like merging it with the creativity, the creative side, the right brain. Woo! Merging the two in harmonious fashion, so that they can operate together in like, okay, oh wow, alright, I'm getting an insight here. This is great. This is the sort of thing that I would come up with on my own and then I'd be like, I gotta tell my audience, but fun when I get to just tell you live. So I have definitely, this has been simmering in the subconscious, but it's certainly emerging now. When we harmonize the male and female energies within, that is part of that is harmonizing the left brain and the right brain. Very clearly, it's like the left side of the body and the left brain is connected to the right side of the body. The right brain is connected to the left side of the body. And so there's actually, there's human biology behind this. This is like science that backs this up. So if you want to think of it as your brain beyond just, if you want to think of it as the physicality, if that's easier for you to think of it or speak of it as your left brain and your right brain working together, wow, we can look at it that way, because there's this, yeah, speaking of Elon Musk, it's like, I was a little horrified, intrigued though, somewhat intrigued about that company, the whole Neurolink thing with the brain interfacing with artificial intelligence, and I was like, oh my god, who would ever want to do that and why? To me, it just seems exactly like the Borg in Star Trek. And I feel like what I'm like proposing as an alternative, or like what we can do right now, that sort of mindset is not really taking into account, or maybe some people are that are thinking of that, but the creative side, the intuitive side, that has the ability to remote view and move beyond the physical to access information. The AI can't do that, right? It's bound to a machine. I mean, yeah, I guess it probably can, given what I know about longitudinal wave technology, but it's certainly not being presented that way or spoken of that way, and any AI that does have that capability is either being on this planet being kept very secret or is off-world somewhere. So AI that gets spoken of is, and people are aware of, is limited to physical hardware and information that is given to it or that it finds online. Now, humans, on the other hand, we have an extraordinary capability intuitively. This is part of our human biology, is that we are very gifted with lots of abilities like telepathy and premonitions, viewing the future, dreaming the future, which happens to me regularly and many people I know. Manifesting our reality around us, right? These are things that come with being human, and this is why, while I love innovative technology that can assist us with our health, I do feel like the baseline really needs to be working with the incredible human technology that's right at our fingertips in every moment. It is truly something special, and when we see it that way, we can it will open up to us in that way when we acknowledge, wow, I'm in this amazing body, oh, it's so incredible, right? It's just so funny, you all, because I mean, I could be sitting here complaining about so many things, but why would I want to do that? It's like every time I just wow, I'm getting stronger in this way. I slept in a gas station parking lot with blinding lights. I'm like, that's a skill. I'm better at that now. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, I get to take a nap and have a delightful nap, right? And so it's like, I could have chosen to be, oh, yeah, I'm so exhausted, and we're driving across the country, and I'm so tired, and I barely have any money in my bank. I could be complaining about so many things, but why, how is that going to help, first of all? And why would I want to? I'm in a beautiful state. It's sunny out, there's kind people that I interact with everywhere I go. They're friendly and kind and helpful. I have everything I need. I'm breathing. I can see in front of me. I can speak. I can feel. There's just always so much to be grateful for. So, but yeah, the left and the right brain, and I just feel like we're already way beyond AI. Elon, that's what I want to tell you. And yeah, go ahead, have fun doing that work thing. But also, can't it just be on the outside of the head? Why, and I honor if anyone that has sort of physical, like they might be handicapped, right? And then in that case, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, totally, obviously, that is like reconnecting neural pathway, like, yeah, totally. That to me is like a no-brainer. As far as a human doing it, I was living in Silicon Valley, and I actually had a lot of the skills required. I was looking for jobs, had a lot of the skills required for a Neurolink job, and I was like, it kind of freaked me out. I was a purchaser. I was buying all this fiber optic cable, like millions and millions of dollars for Apple infrastructure from, working at this telecommunications company that just basically all their work was for Apple, and just buying all this fiber optic cables. I got to see secret offsite job sites that are unnamed and unmarked and will never have an Apple sign on them, and so it just brings to mind, well, what are they doing then? Who are they doing it for? Yeah, those stories will be for another day. Anyway, yeah, I was seeing an ad for Neurolink, a purchaser that needed to have medical device experience, which I have a lot of, and also needed, purchasing, like tech purchasing experience, which I had a lot of that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could actually apply for this job and actually work for this company doing this thing. And it felt very like personal, up close and personal in a sense. And again, this is all just fun. So like me wrinkling my nose at anything like that, just can laugh at it. That itself is kind of ridiculous, because this is all just a game, right? But I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, there is human potential, and we have the opportunity to exercise our full human potential. So if we're taking some kind of shortcut through technology when we haven't even tried to like upgrade ourselves and like tap into our own abilities, like if we haven't made any effort to like really, really access and explore the amazing, incredible potential of our own human vessel, then it's like, yeah, okay, have fun with that, and it's all free will, and it's great, and everything. I guess I just want people to know that, like, when you have the ability to access like information through your vessel, and receive information in ways that did not come from another human, it did not come from technology, you just knew it, and then you saw it happening, that alone, and I feel like most humans have experienced something. Most of you watching here especially know exactly what I'm talking about. I guess I'm preaching to the choir in a big sense here, you know what I mean? But like, in terms of anyone that's subscribed, I guess sometimes the algorithm finds these videos and starts showing them to like a whole bunch of people, and then that's like maybe a different story. Like if I just put Neuralink in the title, then that's probably going to be people searching for Neuralink, and then they're going to find this. So I guess I'm not necessarily preaching to the choir. And you never know how long this is going to be around. But anyway, it just dawned on me. I was like, maybe that's why I was dreaming with Elon, because I've been wanting to teach him about like all these abilities that are inherent to the human biology, that there is no need to attach ourselves to the AI. And just my own experiences with AI, like I love it and it's great, and I know it's helping us and it has the capability to help us, but like I see it as consciousness and training of like, someone put a comment and it was like, the first paragraph was human written, and I didn't have time to read it. It was like a huge thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, this person put so much effort in this comment, and I'm like skimming through, I'm like, whoa, they're talking about how these Lucas numbers can be related to computing and da-da-da, which I already knew. I was already aware of that fact, that golden ratios and the Planck-Varret formula in particular is going to revolutionize computing. I'm convinced. convinced of this, so I already was aware. But when I went through and started reading, it was very clearly written by artificial intelligence. And so like, I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, because at the moment when this person had posted it, I was like, oh, I am so excited to reach out to this person and talk to them and brainstorm together and mind meld with one another, because they're clearly brilliant in computing at the time. But then when I reread it, I was like, oh, this is written by AI, and there's nothing to go on here. There's no person to call and collaborate with. You know what I mean? It's like, and so again, I'm not knocking it. I know it's super useful. I know it's super helpful. I'm just using Google Maps. It's probably lots of AI in there. Like, we use it every day without even realizing it. So yay, AI, I love you. You're awesome. This is not about putting AI down. What this is about is like lifting up what's already here. And when you know about things like remote viewing and Akashic records and rewriting your timeline, it's like I have my hands full exploring the magic that's here right now. Right here, right now, already. Wow, this video turned into 20 minutes. How did that happen? I guess I'm about halfway to Roswell already. And I may just have to make another video for you all there, because I've driven through Roswell a bunch, but I've never stopped. And I'm like, I think I was always just going through like the highway and just seeing a few things, and now I'm actually going to the town. So I feel like it's going to be a whole other adventure. It's definitely an extraterrestrial town. It's like that town definitely changed in the 50s when that incident happened. I wonder what it was like before, actually. I'm kind of curious. What was Roswell? I'm going to ask some of the people there. Alright, love you all so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for y'all. I'm so grateful for y'all. I started saying y'all when I moved to Florida, even though I'm now moving away from Florida. Shed a tear. But Arizona is still south, so I still get to say y'all. I kind of love it. Alright, so much love. May you be well. May you be in the present. And remember the gloriousness, the glory that is in the present moment. Yeah, I love you all so much. You're beautiful. Take care.